I know some people who want to jump into like creating their own business or just going solo, and it's scary, right? Those pivots are huge. And even internally, like if you did want to go up and do something more within your team, like I don't know, like you said, have grace and compassion with yourself because you know now more than you would have before. And that's just
Yeah.
the nature of life. Like you will keep learning more and more. And then you'll just do a retrospective and be like, fuck, I'm nowhere near where I was. Would have never guessed I'd have achieved this much.
Hmm.
Um, and it's cool. So
Yeah.
that's
And
awesome.
there's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, like for a lot of the time, you will not see any outcome.
See?
And you will doubt and you will think, what am I doing it? But then like you'll have those like little moments and like these small connections, like these are the things that I think if you're the type of person that fuels you, that's gonna, that's gonna give you energy, even though you don't see like an immediate benefit out of that.
Yeah.
But then, a year later, boom, like without you even noticed, you're like invited to this super cool conference or event, or
You're like, look
someone
at
wants
me.
you to speak at something,
Of
or
course.
just wants you to like come there and hang out because they see you like as a peer and as a professional. And again, these are people
Sure.
or companies that you kind of look up to. So, and like you had to take those tiny 10,000 steps to get
Yeah.
there. um and it's not like if you post on LinkedIn every day for 3 months you're gonna see these results, because that's for most people not gonna happen.
Yeah.
um but I think still, like, the I found, especially since I'm like now working alone, those relationships give me so much energy.
Oh,
And they keep me
yeah.
sharp, they keep me focused, so so it's a good, I mean, I really do wish I started doing that earlier. I
Or
really do wish, but I'm also glad that I started doing it eventually.
it's all about the timing in it. If it wasn't the case that you were ready for that before, now you are, and look at everything that's come from those relationships. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think that's kind of the difference between, being competitive in a way that slows you down,
Yeah.
and in a way, and having it in a way that gives you like that growth mindset. So,
See.
like I'll give you an example. I, was lucky to meet in person so many of, I would call them like LinkedIn celebrities.
Yeah.
Um, People who are absolutely crushing it.
Hmm.
Some of them work still like in house. A lot of them have like their own thing. They're doing like seven figures. Um,
Jeez.
yeah. So I need, all these people, like, again, like, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to like embarrass anyone and like put them in a spot, but people like really, like truly LinkedIn celebrities. And whenever I get a chance to have a conversation with them in real life, I just feel so lucky. Like, I don't think, like, why are they making, like so much money? And like, I'm like kind of like picking up, like, hoping to like, I'm like, just like so glad, to like be working and like get
Yeah.
clients that I like and all of that. But that's not how I think about it. I just think about how lucky I am that I actually get to like sometimes have a conversation with them and kind of like
What?
pick their brains. And that we
Oh.
can like we can kind of like commiserate about like some things. Like it's truly like more like a community
Mm,
than like competitors. Like I don't see it like that. Like there is so much business to go around. Like there is so much. Like we,
great. And you'll
the
find your
I
people.
think having the right mindset is key to kind of keep sane.
Yeah.
Um
And
to
from
stay
the
sane, and yeah, like not operate from like a scarcity mindset, but from abundance.
no, no, and from the conversations we've had, you seem so open and, chill and receptive. And I think that's important. Those are definitely skills that are just very human. And that's going to attract people who align more with you versus, someone who's up to no good. But you can kind of sniff that a mile away if someone's, just trying to suss out things from you.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's always those people who are gonna, I call them like energy stealers, who are gonna talk like, yeah, but they exist everywhere, right? Like they exist whether you have your own business or they exist on LinkedIn, they exist in your full-time job. Like You know,
Yeah.
I've had my fair share. I've had amazing bosses. I've had the worst bosses too.
No,
So,
we don't need
and
that.
it's like same with like coworkers, right? Like some people give you energy and you work together and like amazing things happen, and some people, steal it like your credit and all of
Right.
that, and being kind of like dishonest, and you think you can trust
Questionable.
them, but then you find out it just happens. It's part of life.
Agreed.
Um, but yeah, I mean, attract your tribe and try to only surround yourself with the people who give you energy, not with the people who take energy away from
Yeah.
you.
I've
That's the
recently
best advice. Like sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't, but you can try.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like, this is more like a final thought on this topic is like I met with someone recently who said, if I don't like you, I'm just going to block you. Like, we live in a society where I can just do that. And nobody's going to find out, and it's great. Of course, there are blocking people isn't like the right approach for every single
Yeah.
situation. But if you find that someone's out to actually hurt you or like say
Hmm.
things that are not hurt you physically, you know what I mean, like emotionally and mentally kind of put you down, block it. I think that's better. And it would be great if you could surround yourself with people who think like you and align. And if not, then go your separate ways. There's nothing wrong with being adult about certain things. But I don't know, online, it's really good, but you can also get just absolute
For
trolls and
sure.
vitriol. So
For
it's
sure.
just pick and choose your battles with this
For
stuff.
sure. But I think, and I really do kind of credit a lot of it to, I don't know if it was, I don't know if I ended up in product because I had if that's something that I picked while I was in product, or if it's something that I already had that made me a good fit for it, but
Yeah.
not, and I really do think it's a super important skill, especially when you're in that role, but not having to um not needing people, like everyone, to like you and love you is
See.
a really important skill. And like like being okay with some people not being into your vibes, and that's totally
Yeah.
fine. I don't feel like I need to please everyone. I don't need like everyone has to like me. I don't like everyone.
Yeah.
um I'm not gonna pretend that I do. So
Don't force yourself. No.
I think it's totally fair. And like if someone is like not, like, again, like not giving me energy, then I'm like, try not to be a ton around them.